Hey loves, welcome back. Today's video will be a highlighting and contour tutorial for beginners. So get your concealers and let's begin. As you can see, I've done my eyebrows, I've done my foundation, just so we can get into that video real quick. So I'm going to start off with highlighting. For this tutorial, all you need are concealers and then contour and setting powders. Some people use foundations to highlight and contour, but I use concealers and contour sticks to contour and to highlight. So for highlighting, I'll be using a concealer, and for today's tutorial I'll be using the NARS concealer, the soft matte concealer in Amande. I love this concealer because it's not so bright. And then I'll be taking my Evita Joseph face paint. It has both sides angled and then a pointed tip. So I'll be using that and digging right into my concealer, and then I'll be showing you the areas where I would highlight. So here under my eyes, so the bridge of your nose, your chin, and then your forehead. So basically these are the areas you highlight, the center of your face. So your forehead, beneath your eyes, the bridge of your nose, and your chin. Depending on the type of forehead you have, if you have a 4-head or a 5-head or a 3-head or whatever it is, then you decide whether you want to bring it out, because highlighting brings out what is there, so it shows it more, and then contour rather makes it look smaller basically. So you're highlighting to accentuate those areas. So if you don't want some parts of your face to be so focused, don't highlight too much, instead contour, if that makes sense. Yes. So for contour, you can either opt to cream contour or not cream contour, and after you finish blending out your highlight and setting it with your setting powder, your translucent powder, you just go in with a powder contour instead of a cream contour. But for today's tutorial, I'll be using a cream contour, and this is a cream contour stick from Fenty Beauty, and it's in the shade Espresso. It's quite dark. You can stack in your cheek. And then you contour the perimeter of your forehead or your face, like close to your hair. And then your chin. Here. As well as here. And then your nose. The side of your nose. So it's basically like drawing a 3, like from your forehead, 1, 2, like 1, 2, and then you take it on your chin, not in the middle. Clearly the middle has the highlighting, so around here, like that, and then there's another 3, and then your nose. So those are the areas you contour. So now we need to blend this out. Taking my sponge, I'm using the Evita Joseph Beauty sponge. I'm going to pat on the areas that I've highlighted first. And I like to take where I'm patting onto my eyelids, because it serves as a base for your eyeshadow. So you have to look up and then make sure there isn't any creasing. Creasing basically means any lines showing. Yeah. And now I'm going to blend out my contour. I'm using the bottom of the mini sponge and I'm squeezing it like that, just to make it thinner. And you can opt to leave this if you don't want to contour your nose. You can leave it. And now I'm blending out this side. So I'm patting that into my skin and moving it. And for around my hairline, I'm not bringing it inward, I'm taking it outward. I'm blending it into my hair, not on my face, like that way. Just pat into your hairline, but more into your skin than into your hair. So just pat, 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 pat. And I'm going back on the highlighting, because as I'm blending, there's a line creating and I don't want there to be any line. I need everything to blend in. After you blend out, you need to set. I'm using the Mercier one in medium deep. So I just dip and then tap into my skin. So basically these are the areas you set, and then you tap it into your skin. I don't like to bake. I'm not a baker. I don't like to bake. I like it better when I press the setting powder into my skin to set it instead of baking. And you can also put the setting powder around your nose if you are like me and you have oily nose. I like to just tap some all around the tip of my nose because I get shiny the most around my nose and just this area. So I like to do that. Now we come to powder contour. I'll be using the Zaron face definer, which I got from xoxo Rosé. You can get it from him. All these products you can get some from him, or you can use this one by Black Radiance. I really love this one. It's called the True Complexion Contour Powder, and this is from light to medium. There's medium to deep and other ones. It's so beautiful. I use this when I don't want to look extremely contoured. It comes with 3 things, just like the Zaron as well. It has a contour powder, it's a sculpt, and then this is a highlighter, shimmer highlighter. I'm going to dip into both the contour powder and the sculpting powder. I'm using this because it isn't so dark on me, so it just gives me back that whole brown warmth back into my face. I'm going to take the sponge and dip that in both powders and then just tap. And then just contour my nose. I'm going to use the powder contour to go over. I'm still using the beauty sponge. I'm going to just tap on there. On a regular, I'll do this and I'm done. But for the sake of making it very intense so you see it, I'll be using the Zaron one because that one is quite deep. And I'm using the back of my sponge to do that. And I'm just tapping. As you can see already, it's very defined than earlier. Look at this, and look at that. So this is it for the highlighting and the contouring. When you spray your face, it reduces that powdery look and makes your skin look really nice, supple, not so powdery. So I'm going to show you the areas where you need to put your highlighter, i.e. the glow. I'll be using MakeupShayla X Colourpop highlighter. This is a loose highlighter, and taking my Evita Classic highlighting brush, and then I'm going to lightly pat this on my skin because I don't want it to be too much. And then I'm just going to blend that out. And then I'm going to tap a little, lift my head, and put that right underneath my brow bone. Not underneath, on top of my brow bone. Underneath my brows, but on my brow bone. And I'm going to blend that out. Use your finger to blend it out so it's not as intense. And for your nose, I hate that straight nose highlight. It irritates me. So you can use your finger and then just tap the highlighter on the tip of your nose like that, and then just drag it. By dragging, you're blending it, like using your hand to just do this. You're blending it upwards. So now you have your glow, you have your concealer, you have your contour. You're good to step out. Like, you're good to step out. You just put on a mascara or your eyelashes and you are So I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Subscribe now.